If you want to get more out of ChatGPT, there are 5 prompts that I use on a consistent basis that help grow my business and can yours too. And let's start with the overview right here. Number 1, what is the hidden or non-obvious? Number 2, with Ed Milet as my world-class coach, how is he advising me? Number 3, based on all our conversations, mirror back to me. Number 4, be my yes and help me build this out. And number 5, does this work? Why or why not? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen now and I'm going to show you my ChatGPT on both how I'm using each of these and why they are so valuable from a prompt standpoint. So number 1, let's start with what is the hidden or non-obvious. So you'll see down here, I've got that term. And what I ended up doing here is I took an hour-long conversation that I had and I wanted to use the transcript. And in this, one of the biggest things that helps me grow is my ability to see what I cannot see. So the prompt, and put this in your creator tool belt, is the hidden or non-obvious. So the goal here, help us capitalize on the brilliance in the conversation and uncover the hidden or the non-obvious. And I'll even show you other instances of me going into this. So right here, as a next level, what is the hidden or non-obvious related to memory or other ChatGPT capabilities I'm not aware of? And can you help uncover for me? This is so valuable because as a high performer and a leader, one of the best things that you can do is discover and find the holes in your boat, even the ones that you do not see. So that's why my number 1 ChatGPT prompt is, what is the hidden or non-obvious? Number 2, my next favorite prompt is, and this is at the end, with Ed Milet as my world-class coach and advisor. And in this instance, I've got a thread where I throw some ideas in. And all I want is for this to be sort of almost like a brainstorming session or a building out where I said, hey, creating from overflow. I really like that term and the energy around that. Tell me more about that perspective embodiment of it with Ed Milet as my world-class coach and advisor. And the reason that I want this is because Ed Milet operates at the absolute pinnacle of business and leadership and high performance. So I want his perspective on how he's building that term out. So I've got one thread where I'm just taking these ideas, these sentences, these phrases that I hear, and I'm putting that in here. So here's the next one. My vision for the work exceeds my ability to manifest it. I can see the ability to bring it to life is more complex. I can picture the dance, but my body makes the moves gracefully enough. I feel like the next step is an impossible leap. Boom, I read that in a book. So I put this back in here with Ed Milet as my world-class coach and advisor. What's he saying to me? And then once again, I'm watching Full Swing on Netflix. So you're seeing this in real time. And one golfer gave advice to another. He said, a tournament is a marathon, not a sprint. So just think about shooting under par every 9 holes. This got me thinking, how does this apply to my world? What would Ed Milet, my world-class coach, advise me? See, and what I'm getting is the Ed Milet output, your business, your vision, your movement. It's not a sprint. It's not even a marathon. It's a series of well-executed moments that stack into something unstoppable. I want the highest capacity outputs. And one of the ways that I do that is by prompting Ed Milet as my world-class coach. All right, number 3. And I love this one here. And this is where the gold is. It says, based on all of our conversations and within each of the bullet points by category, mirror back to me where I am within each, as if we're using this as a great reference point for self-evaluation. So I read this really good blog post by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. It was his 13 rules around how to be successful. So I made that the context. And what I want to know so often is for ChatGPT to mirror back to me where I am at in something. And it is so valuable because we might have half-baked ideas. We might have fully baked ideas. But one of the things that is valuable for me as a high performer, someone leading a global movement, is my ability to sell myself on my dreams, my systems, my actions, the things that I'm doing. And one of the easy ways to do that is to have ChatGPT mirror or reflect back to you what it is seeing. This doesn't all have to be good. It can be a combination of it. but the prompt is all around mirror back to me. And by the way, I highly recommend you read this blog post. I mean, it's just a piece of gold. And what you'll see here is ChatGPT then said, based on what I read, this is what I'm seeing that you are within Sam Altman's blog post. Just so valuable. All right, number 4. I've got an improv background, studied comedy writing and improv at Second City in Chicago for 4 years. So one of the terms I use often is yes and. It's a core value for me. It's all around building the ideas up, right? So the prompt I have here at the end is be my yes and help me build this out. Because one of the things that is so valuable for you is never for the rest of your life do you ever have to figure out how to do something. Because if you're ever wondering what to do, you just go into ChatGPT and say, how do I do this? And so often for those of us who are visionaries, we sit there and you're like, man, I've got this vision of what this thing could look like. So maybe it's a new podcast or a video. Maybe it's a new CRM. Maybe it's a new AI automation. Maybe you're building out your own community and you go to ChatGPT. I've got this idea. It's not fully baked. Be my yes and. So here's what I've got and build this out for me. So you can see here in this instance, I'm building out my Rob AI operating system and I'm liking the daily and now weekly log reflections. Make me this thing that can help me better create quarterly practices as well as yearly goals where it all seamlessly comes together. So essentially I got the idea, boom, build it out for me. So what you can see here is I built out in my ChatGPT operating system a simple growth reflection system. And this is where it's saying, hey, Rob, this is what you can do in the morning and in the evening. This is what you can do at the end of every week. Hey, let's go ahead and get a reflection for you on here. We can also layer this into the quarterly side of things. So essentially what I'm doing is taking goal setting and vision casting and accountability, and I'm systematizing it inside of ChatGPT, where all I have to do is run a simple hashtag that's already got this all designed, and boom, it built this out for me. And then here's actually the entire yearly version of all of this. So you can see, look how deep this is, and even this. Yes and thought. If you would like, we can even turn this into a simple Notion database, right? So there's so much gold in be my yes and help me build this out. And then the last thing right here, this is going to be all around the copywriting side of things. So I've got a thread right here. One of the things that we do in weareunlimited.ai, our community, is we run twice a month free webinars all around AI masterclasses. So I've got a thread that is just AI webinar descriptions. And in this, I've got a template that I'm using, but I'm always going to ask it, does this work? Why or why not? ChatGPT by default will always try and make you happy and everything's amazing. I don't want that, especially when it comes to copywriting. What's more important for me is to get the candid view on is this hitting or not. So does this work? Why or why not? And then I paste this in here. It's like, hey, this works well, but it could be slightly refined for clarity. Great. Here's why this works. Here's where it could improve. Here's a suggested rewrite. And now I'm prompt chaining with this. Hey, updated. Is this better? So you can see here, boom, I'm going through my entire webinar workflow. And because I asked it, does this work? Why or why not? It's allowing me to do this. So that's why I encourage you to put in your tool belt as a creator, does this work? Why or why not? Holistically, when I look at the way that I use ChatGPT, I have prompts that I use based on use cases that I want to run over and over again. And oftentimes it's to help me see something I can't see something that I already see that I want confirmation or more of, a yes and where I'm building things out, or it's something where I want some next level insights. So my encouragement for you is to take each of those prompts, and what's unique about them is many of them are what I put at the bottom of the prompt, not the start of the prompt. A lot of people, they just want to collect prompts. I am not a prompt collector. I'm a growth architect. I want to grow my business, my impact, in everything that I touch. So with that, I'm not looking to, somebody else has an answer over here. No, how can I get better, faster, easier, more quantum leap results in all that I do? And I would love to hear from you. Is there a prompt that you have that is just game changer or you use every single day? Make sure to drop that into the comments. And if you got value out of this, make sure to send this to a friend, because I feel like it's my obligation to share what I'm learning with you to help you on your journey. And the best thing that you can do to not only help me, but to help them, boom, send this to them. And if you're someone who wants to build that AI first mentality in your business, then go to robcressy.ai, sign up for a conversation. Let's explore what it looks like to put together an AI strategy for you, your team, or your business. Sending tons of love and good vibes your way. Let's have ourselves an amazing rest of the day.